Hello everyone, my name is Trevor Cox. I am a current candidate for the Masters of Science in Applied Nutrition at University of New England, and today we're going to explore my topic that looks to examine the relationship between food insecurity and weight history. I would like to first provide a quick introduction to both my variables, starting first with food insecurity. The criteria utilized for defining food insecurity is a household that is worried about running out of food, insufficient food availability, or financial constraints that prevent access to balanced and nutritious meals. And this impact was observed in 14% of households in the United States. The second variable that was examined within this research study was weight history. This is characterized by the individual's highest reported weight, endeavors to lose weight, and the methods employed for a weight reduction. This is vital to pinpoint potential catalysts or connections that impact weight gain in individuals. Excess body weight, which is defined as an individual being either overweight or obese, is associated with conditions such as hypertension, hypercholesterolemia, cardiovascular disease, and/or stroke. The objectives for this secondary study was to investigate the relationship between food insecurity and weight history using longitudinal NHANES data. Secondly, to assess the prevalence and severity of food insecurity. And lastly, to determine the extent of food insecurity among the target population that will be later defined and its potential impact on weight-related outcomes. Moving into the background section, the occurrence of obesity in adults is 35% and children 17%. This underscores the necessity of investigating the relationship between food insecurity, eating habits, and weight increase. The current research demonstrates that individuals facing inadequate food security exhibit a heightened susceptibility to gaining weight when confronted with calorie-dense and energy-rich foods. Also, mild food insecurity, even without accompanying hunger, is linked to a greater likelihood of weight gain in comparison to complete food security. The next section that will be discussed in this presentation is the methods section. This was a secondary data analysis conducted using the NHANES 2009 to the 2010 dataset. The inclusion and exclusion criteria for this study was males aged 18 through 25 years of age and who are food insecure. The statistical test used for this was the Pearson's chi-squared and Fisher's exact test. And the statistical significance that was used was a p-value less than 0.05. To adequately examine the relationship between weight history and food insecurity, the statistical analyses were conducted utilizing the STATA software. The tests employed included Pearson's chi-square test and Fisher's exact test. The variables analyzed were categorical in nature, specifically focusing on food insecurity and weight history. Both tests yielded statistically significant results, with the chi-square test showing a p-value of 0.013 and the Fisher's exact test yielding a p-value of 0.012, which were both below the 0.05 threshold that would identify that the results were indeed statistically significant. These outcomes highlight a significant association between food insecurity and an individual's perception of their own weight. To conclude this presentation, I would like to review some key points that were examined and identified through the assessment and conclusion of this study. The research findings offered valuable insights into the complex link between food insecurity and weight history in young adult males ages 18 through 25. Understanding this relationship is essential for crafting focused interventions and policies that tackle both food insecurity and obesity and weight history. This leads to improved public health outcomes for marginalized populations, such as the food insecure population, and this can result from informed strategies targeting these intertwined challenges. Thank you so much for listening to my presentation.